Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Eurovision 365. My name is Padraig, and no matter where in the world you're from, if you are a Eurovision fan, you are very, very welcome indeed. It's an exciting time to be a Eurovision fan because France have left it. Hello, Billy. France have left it to the very last minute, actually longer than the very last minute, and they are revealing their song tonight, the 15th of March, during the halftime show at the Rugby Six Nations. What a time! What a time to be a French fan. What a time to be a Eurovision fan. What a time to be alive. Wherever you're watching this from, you're very welcome. We're broadcasting live across YouTube and on TikTok simultaneously. And I want you to let me know your thoughts, your ratings out of 10 as well on the live performance. Of course, we're all going to watch this at the same time. France are wanting to steal that win this year, says Billy. I'm here for it. Well, do you know what? It is an interesting one. It is an interesting one because really, uh, they've left it very long, haven't they? They've left it to the last minute. And the other thing as well that I think is absolutely fantastic, the other thing is that France are going so big. I can't remember a time, actually, maybe you can, but I can't remember a time when something as big as this happened in terms of reveal of the songs. They were the first last year, last this year, that's correct, in announcing. Well, yes, they're certainly the last to announce everything, really, aren't they? And it's so interesting. Like I said, I can't remember a time when a reveal has been on this scale, this magnitude. If you're watching this, no matter where you're watching this from, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your comments as well on all things France at the Eurovision Song Contest. Of course, France took part at the very first contest, and wouldn't that be amazing? Should um, should France go on to win the contest and then therefore host the 70th Eurovision Song Contest. Thanks for that, Ansku. Thanks very much, Ansku. You're very, very welcome. No matter where you're watching this from, if you are a Eurovision fan, you are here. This is Eurovision 365. I am Podrick, and it's great, so great to have you here. So I just must make sure that I am all ready for the actual reveal, because it's amazing, isn't it? It's absolutely amazing to think that we are going to, on a Saturday evening, the 15th of March, right after the time of when songs had to be revealed and announced. France are going a little bit later than usual, and as you said, Billy, just right. Um, last time, last year, they were first to reveal. Now this time they are last. Wow, wow. Just make a wee comment in here. Let me know your thoughts on all things France at Eurovision. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Okay, so yes, let me know your thoughts on all things France at the Eurovision Song Contest. And I'd love to know your thoughts. I'd love to hear your uh, opinions. Hello, Pat Moran. It's great to have you here, friend. Pat, um, listen, is the song on at halftime or after the match? It's on, well, I thought it was halftime, but it's quite late. So I think it's halftime, Pat. Hugh Jenkins, welcome, welcome over here on TikTok. I should say as well, of course, for anyone who's just joined, we're broadcasting live simultaneously here on YouTube. YouTube's that way, and TikTok, which is this way. Hugh Jenkins asks a question: what do you think of the United Kingdom entry? Well, do you know what? It's a lot of songs in one, is what I would say. That was my kind of reaction to it. It was like Should we write a ballad? Should we write an anthem? Should we write a rock song? Should we write a country song? And then they're like, you know what? We'll write every song. And indeed, they have done that. I just think it repeats the song title over and over and over and over and over again to it gets in like sort of implanted in there. But you know what? Good luck to them all the same. But I don't think it's going to do. It's hard to tell, isn't it, without seeing the staging? But I don't think it's going to do fantastic. I hope to be proven wrong. But yeah, you're all welcome here, no matter where you are. If you are a Eurovision fan, thanks so much. And keep me company as I am going to watch along with you and you the reaction, sorry, the reveal, I should say, of the French song. Yeah, so keep me company. Welcome on TikTok. Tap the screen if you can. That helps us to find all Eurovision fans, and that is a brilliant thing. Sorry for the white screen here. So yeah, come on in, and let's talk. It will be revealed at 8:45 p.m. here at in Northern Ireland, and local time. And that's not too far away from now. That's a little over 20 minutes from now. So, do you think we have heard a winner already? Or do you think that actually it's all, um, it's the stars are aligning for France? What do you think? Let me know. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's great to have you here. God, there's lots of you coming through now. Come on in. You're very welcome. If you're a Eurovision fan, no matter where in the world you're from, and I mean this, you are very, very welcome indeed. Do you have a favorite yet? My personal favorite would be Finland. I have to be honest with you. And I also love Azerbaijan. I really love Switzerland. And who else do I really love? Um, yeah, those would be my top three at the moment. I like Austria as well. I don't know if I suppose it's a decent song. Um, 20 minutes gone and much so far, Patrick. Good game, says Pat Moran over on YouTube. Yeah, I didn't even see the Irish match earlier on. Did you watch it, Pat? What was the score there? You're very welcome in here. As I said, if you're just joining me, this is Eurovision 365. I am Patrick, and you, no matter where you're from, if you are a Eurovision fan, you are extremely welcome here. So you are indeed. So we're going to react and watch the French song and be intrigued to see, very intrigued to see how it comes, how it sounds, I should say. Let's see a couple of wee things here. France are going to be obviously competing as one of the big five nations, and it'd be interesting to see how they compare to the other five big five. Hello to Southways. How are you getting on, Hugh? Are you good? Ireland won 22-17. Okay, good score. Good score indeed. So it is, Pat. Very good score indeed. Whoops. Let's see. I'll try something here. Just bear with me. Okay, I think I can do something here. All good here. Are you excited for the French song, Hugh? Hope you are. We're very excited here as I rub my hands in excited glee. Yes, the 7 people watching here on YouTube, you're all very welcome. As I say, this is Eurovision 365. I am Padraig, and you're all very, very welcome indeed. Let's try something here. So Louane is a big, big star, isn't she? At in general, in France especially, and it'd be interesting to see how her song is. She took part in On the Voice, and she starred as Paula in the 2014 film La Famille Belair, for which she won a César Award for the Best Female Revelation. And in 2015, of course, she released her debut album, Chambre 12, which went to the number one single. And she, of course, has released more albums. And she is a huge deal in France, so I believe. That's, I believe she's a big deal in France, and that's really cool, I think. Welcome if you're just joining here on TikTok. Come on in and say hello. This is Eurovision 365. I am Podrick, and no matter where in the world you're from, you're very welcome. Leonie Levy, good. Go France. Love Louane. I hadn't really heard of Louane before she was announced, but I know one French person in particular, good friend, and she was very aware of who Louane was, which is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, see if I can try. I'm going to try and put a background on here if I can. I can open. Let's see. There we go. Hold on. Is that us now? Don't know. There we go. That's us now. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see this okay on YouTube? Let me know you can see that background. Sorry to everyone here on TikTok. Top the screen even if you can. That means that it will help us to find all Eurovision fans, so it will. Absolutely. Which would be great. So yeah. What are your hopes for the French song? Are you hoping for a big ballad? Are you hoping for something up tempo? Are you hoping for something different, experimental? I imagine because it's going to be performed at a halftime show, halftime performance within a huge sporting event, I think it's going to be a huge ballad. I just get that feeling. Um, I could be wrong, but it's my feeling is it's going to be a huge ballad. I believe. France, of course, took part at the very first contest in 1956. They won. They are one of the original seven. They, of course, as you know, if you're a Eurovision fan, they are indeed um, one of the big five nations. And also, another thing to remember is that they have won five times. It's easy to forget that because it has been so long since France won. It's easy to forget and underestimate the might that that nation once had at the Eurovision. They were kind of the Sweden of their day, you could say, winning in 1958, 1960, 1962, 1969, and then in 1977. Marie Miriam was the most recent winner, of course, and you'll probably know that. Um, so Marie Miriam was the most recent winner, and she's probably thinking, "I want someone else to win now because it is time." She's probably thinking that it is time. It is 48 years, 48 long years from France won. So is now the time, is now the time for that nation to do their thing. It could be. It could be. Let me know your thoughts and your comments as we go through this live. Let me know your thoughts on the French song coming up. Let me know your rating out of 10. I will also share a rating out of 10 with you all, as this will be everyone's first time hearing. And TF1 have done a good job of keeping everything under wraps, I would say. We've had a few examples where songs have been leaked this season, and you don't as a performer, as an artist, as a songwriting team, you don't really want your song being leaked before the actual release date, as it were. So France have done really well, and TF1 have done really well to keep everything under wraps. Okay. Wherever you're watching this from, if you are a Eurovision fan, you are very, very welcome here indeed. It's so great to have you here. We're going to react. I'm going to react to the French song by Louane, and it's quite exciting. I feel that excitement in here, I have to say. I feel it within me. In case you're wondering who that is behind me on YouTube, only I should say, that is Isabelle Aubret, who won for France in 1962. Hey, Kai Miller, welcome, welcome. Hoping this is amazing. I love a classic French chanson. I was just saying before you arrived, Kai, I have a feeling because it's going to be halftime at a huge sporting event, I do have a feeling that this is going to be a huge, huge ballad. How do I get you on YouTube? Hugh, we are on Eurovision 365. Just search for Eurovision 365 on YouTube and you'll find us there. Feel free to subscribe if you can. That'd be absolutely fantastic. So it would. So so yeah, you're welcome either here on, I say here on TikTok, and there on YouTube, wherever you prefer to watch Eurovision 365, or maybe you prefer to watch 365 on all our little social media outlets. Well, wherever you want to be, you'll find us. So started Snapchat as well recently. Eurovision 365. Search us on Snapchat, and we'll be on the road to Basel. They'll be sharing little stories. So make sure to follow us wherever you uh, can. Should I change this background picture? It's a bit dark. You're not wondering what I'm saying. How do you think semi-final two will go? Semi-final two is a little more open, isn't it? I would imagine there'd be some shocks. I think Finland will qualify. Um, it's, it's not the it's not the most difficult semi-final, I would say, of the two. I don't think. Let's see. What do you think, Orgart? Um, so in semi-final two, we have in alphabetical order. We have in the first half Armenia, Australia, Austria, Greece, Ireland, Latvia, Lithuania, Montenegro, Czechia in the second half, Denmark, Finland, Georgia, Israel, Luxembourg, Malta, Serbia. I think Czechia might be a shock non-qualifier, even though I like the song. Yeah, it could be. Do I think Ireland will qualify? I do actually think Ireland will qualify with relative ease. It's a happy little shoot. I could see Ireland easily opening the semi final. Um, so I can, very much so. Um, it's certainly who I would choose to open it because it's that kind of happy. Even though lyrically it's quite a poignant song, but melodically, musically, it's a kind of happy, upbeat type of song. Do you think Australia or Ireland will open? I actually would prefer Ireland to open. I think Australia maybe a little bit later in the first half, maybe to close the first half. It depends on the staging, says Kieran. It does indeed. Goodness, it always depends on that, doesn't it, nowadays? I remember back in the good old days when I was a boy, a long time ago, as Ulrika Johnson might ask, like it was the orchestra really and a few moving objects on stage, and it was more focused really, I would say, on the song, the vocals, and the music. Whereas now it has that, of course, still, but now it's much more emphasis on the stage show. And I guess, um, to be fair, um, it's about keeping people's attention, isn't it? Um, Latvia is a very hard one to predict. Latvia is similar for me to Czechia in 2023. It's 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 messy. It's messy is what I would say in terms of the singing, but it's hard to um, to do. Did he already react? Who? Did who already react? I really hope, hello the beast, I really hope San Marino qualify. What about you? I haven't really heard the San Marino song yet because I'm going to react to it. I have that to react to. I think Germany as well. I'm going to react to France now. And that comes live in a little over 5 minutes. Yeah, and I want it's great to do this actually because this is the funny and an amazing thing about Eurovision because now we can together because normally whenever I make reaction videos, it's like stand alone, sit somewhere, do it myself. But now you're kind of joining with me because we're all reacting at the same time. Do you think the amount of ballads on the second semi will hinder them? Um, it really depends. It really depends. Um, Looking at the ballads here on second semi final, I can't see Montenegro qualifying. If you want to watch the actual performance, you can watch that if you watch Six Nations Rugby. If not, go over to Eurovision.tv. They're on YouTube as well, and they are broadcasting it live. What does Ireland need to do to win again in the future? Great song, great staging. That's it. How much left? There is 5 minutes left. 5 minutes, and we're all going to watch this together. That's the exciting thing about this. It's good fun, isn't it? Hold on, I need to change my background here on YouTube because it's a little dark. Let's see, a little dark. Um, name a year between 1990 and 1999. Emilia, if you search on YouTube, Eurovision TV, you should be able to see it. It's not live just yet, but you should be able to find it. Hopefully. Let's see. Sorry about this. I'm just trying to get a picture to go behind me here. France too. So we have 3 minutes to go, my friends. 3 minutes to go before we hear and watch the French song The Beast. I personally think the first semi-final is very tough. I agree. I agree. There is a lot of overlapping with lively male performances. The first semi-final is really, really tough. The second semi-final is equally tough because, and what I mean by that is, I think it's very hard to predict the second semi-final. I think, I think there may be, as usual, as every year that happens. I do think there will be some shocks, um, as usual, but we will see, I suppose, um, how that plays out. You know, sorry, I just want to get in here. There we go. Is that better? Is that better? I think that's better. Yeah, it's a bit grainy, isn't it? So in case you want, hey, you're Eurovision super fan, you're very welcome here. That's a very grainy picture. We have 2 minutes to go, and then we will. Let's go back to where we were. I think that's better. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't long to go, do we? Until we see the French song. The stream will start soon, it says. Are we excited? No, we're not Eurovision fans. Of course, we're not excited. Of course, we're excited. Stick around as well. We'll chat for a little bit after this reveal to get our genuine first time watching and listening. This is going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. Oh my goodness. Do you know what? This is the biggest, I would say, the biggest ever live reveal. I would imagine there hasn't been anything as big as this. So just waiting now for it to come in. Will you stream a song? No. Or should we open it ourselves? You should open it yourself. Because I want to respect France TV and of course the EBU and the Eurovision Song Contest. So we're going to watch it all together from YouTube and or wherever you want to watch it. You can watch it if you're watching rugby. You'll see it there as well. Here we go. Right. Let's hear France. Right. Can I side note to say hashtag? You can. There's a lot of excitement here about this. Okay, I think we're coming close. I'm just waiting for it to be revealed to start. People cannot wait. I can't wait. Come on, people. They're keeping us waiting, aren't they? Our class of 2025 is almost complete. This will be the last song of Eurovision 2025. The class of 2025 will be finalized and we'll have a good idea. I think up to now it's very open. I can't see any obvious winner, I have to say. But that could all change once we hear this coming. Hello to Anne. Welcome. Welcome. How are you doing? Are you good? I hope you are. We're sitting watching, waiting here. This 8:46. People are waiting patiently. Oh yeah, of course. The stream will start in a few minutes, because of overtime in the rugby. Your grand thanks. I'm glad to hear it. Are you excited for France on? We're all watching and waiting nervously, anxiously, excitedly for it to start. So again, you're very welcome here. If you're just joining me, this is Eurovision 365. I'm Podrick, If you're a Eurovision fan, you are very welcome here. If you're from France, an especially warm welcome to you as well. It's great to have you here. And I've never known a song reveal to be on this scale, I have to say. Outside of national finals, this has got to be the biggest reveal ever. Will this be the one to kick Sweden off the top spot? We'll see. We'll see. I'm surprised actually that Sweden's still on top spot. I like Barabastu, but can't see it winning. But then it's so open, isn't it? It's so open. And you know what? Louane is a is a big start to her campaign. She left it to the bitter end. After the bitter end, um, but it's a big moment for her as well. You can imagine the nervousness. Yeah, I need the lineup complete. I'm learning this sauna dance. There's a few dances to remember. There's the sauna dance, and there's also obviously Emmys. But yeah, thanks for joining me across TikTok and YouTube. Tap the screen if you can. What waiting? What we waiting? We're waiting on France to begin. I think it's going to begin anytime now. I hope so. Anyway, it's getting very exciting, as Michelle Rocco once said to Pat Kenny at Eurovision 1988. It's a while ago. 2 more minutes, guys. Look at me. Look at me rubbing my hands in excitement. It's waiting. I'm pacing about here, waiting for it to go. If you're on YouTube, let me know your thoughts as well. There's a few of you watching on YouTube as well. Let me know your thoughts on this song coming up. Your ratings out of 10, because I will give my rating out of 10 and share with you my thoughts. And I want to see your thoughts. Will you stream it to us? Lou, out of respect for Television France and the European Broadcasting Union, I will not be able to stream it myself. But you can stream it if you're able to watch it on YouTube. We are waiting like 22,000 that waiting. Yes, that's right. 22,793, including us in here. What are your personal favorites? I love Finland. I love Azerbaijan as well, actually. Um, Austria, I'm liking. Switzerland, I love. And who else? Who else? Um, who else do I like? I quite like Croatia and the Netherlands, yeah, and Ukraine. So yeah, what about you? Let me know. Has it happened yet? Not yet. We're waiting. Run With You stuck in my head. Yeah, it's a great song, isn't it, Chris? It's my second favorite. I think Netherlands is a grower. Yeah, I just love his energy, Claude's energy. And he looks like a great mover. He looks like a great, sounds like a great singer. Um, all I can see on here is Finnish and Swedish flags on this live stream on YouTube from the Eurovision Song Contest. If you're struggling to find this performance on for France, check out YouTube, search for Eurovision Song Contest, the channel, and you'll find it. The stream will start soon, it says. Too many good songs this year. I think it's when starting, it was meant to start by now, but the rugby it went over time. So it's they're giving the players, their time during halftime to relax, rejuvenate, etc. My favorite is Survivor. Oh, okay, very good. I think it's very open. I think it's very, very open this year. Um, it's very hard. It's like Germany 2011 all over again. So welcome wherever you're watching this from. This is Eurovision 365. I'm Padraig, and no matter where in the world you're from, if you are a Eurovision fan, you are welcome here. I'm going to react now to the French song, hoping it's going to be in three, two, one, but it's not. So it normally happens when I do these reaction videos. Three, two, one, then press play, and it's all good. Get a bit closer here. If you can still hear me okay, I hope. In my country, it's 23:53. Sorry, 22:53. Over here is 8:53. Just saying, stay tuned. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. Thanks for liking. Tapping that screen helps us to find um, new Eurovision fans. And you know the other thing is, this extra weight for Louane could bring on more nervousness for her, is what I think. They're keeping us on our toes. Hello, English Journey. Welcome. Yeah, they're keeping us on our toes, but they're keeping Louane on her toes as well. And again, this year, I'm from Northern Ireland. What about you? Um, this could give her bring about a level of nervousness that's totally not required. It's bad enough to perform live in front of your nation and millions of people. Wait too long. Yeah, it is a big wait. Thanks to all you people here on TikTok, on YouTube as well, of course, but TikTok especially. I'm from Moldova, but currently in England. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Are you enjoying England? Just waiting, as I said. It's a long wait. I'm feeling nervous for Louane, actually. Very nervous. What's your favorite songs? Let me know. Are they going to save the best to last? That's the question on many a person's lips. At least we will know if she can sing live, yeah. Oh no, it doesn't. It's got an advert. Do you prefer the Ireland entry or the UK one? This year I prefer the the Irish one. Never been to Northern Ireland, but would love to go. Hugh, you should come over. You would love it. Lots of friendly people, lots of places to go. Um, Great bars, great music life, great culture. Um, Gents Causeway, the Derry Walls, Belfast, all those amazing places, and lovely coasts as well. Um, you'll be made to feel very welcome for sure. It's a great place to be. Which is stronger, first or second semi-final? I would say first. I think the second strong. Sorry, the second's more predictable, I should say, but strong as well. But I think the first one is good luck to them. That's all I can say. They're going to need it. What do you think? I hope she's not too nervous now. Actually, nothing's happening on my screen either. Don't worry. They're just waiting for half time. But I don't get why she couldn't um, just perform and then give them their halftime. I don't get it. I think the second, because it's wide open. Yeah, it's very It's very wide open. There'll be lots of surprises. There'll be lots of shocks, and that's what makes Eurovision so brilliant. So it is. I still don't understand why they couldn't have let her perform anyway. Well, oh, here we go. Well, here we go, people. Is this it? Louane, she's here. This is a big deal. Feels like a patriotic sound already. The drums, the beating of the drums. Is this? Will not have that many drummers on stage, that's for sure. Here she is, Louane. Oh my goodness. She's aloft in Stade de France. What a confident performer. This is gorgeous. So orchestral. This is a song that would benefit from a live orchestra, you know. The last song, we have it. Oh, hello. This is building. It's very classy, classical kind of sound. She's still aloft. I wonder, is that going to be indicative of the performance in Basel? She is note perfect here as well. Whoa, what? She's there's a lot of pyros there as well. This is very anthemic as well. I want to hear. This is building. This is what I want to hear. I want to hear building. Oh yes, this is what I wanted. It's building. It's building. How brave she is to stand aloft in the Stade de France. Oh, I've had like a little moment there. Woo! The hairs in the back of my neck just stood up there. Maman. Maman. What a beautiful voice. This is a jury pleasing song. All the fireworks going off around her, and not one sign of nervousness. And long note there as well. Very long note. Oh, that was it. Thank you so much. That was Louane live from the Stade de France. Louane will sing the song. It sounds like Maman. I think it is. And she has got the nation up on its feet. And what a glorious, glamorous way of revealing your song. I don't think there's ever been a song reveal ever quite so big as what we've just seen um, in France. My immediate reaction, my immediate thoughts after that is that she is a powerful vocalist. Um, I think also that she is very, very assured, very, very confident. And you know what? I think of Lazara when I think of this reveal, and I'll tell you why. Because I think that Lazara was built up to be a huge, huge thing, a huge, huge deal, and unfortunately couldn't quite sing live. Now that was a huge test for Louane, because let's not forget, she had to wait longer than she expected to perform this song. And that must have brought more nervousness to her, but you couldn't quite, yeah, I certainly couldn't tell that from watching her. Drummers adds to it, obviously, what we've seen in Stade de France, it would be a smaller scale because you only allowed 6 people on stage. But what I like about the song is that it is a power ballad that builds and builds and builds and builds and builds. I love the patriotic feel to it, even though it's called Maman. I love the little end, the child's voice, possibly her own child, who just said Maman at the end, which brought a huge smile to her Luanne's face. Um, I also like that it's very a very orchestral feel to it and sound to it as well. What I dislike about the song, I think, I think actually, and I'm not a huge fan of key changes, but I think a key change would actually have been beneficial here at this particular song. Um, I do think, however, that they probably do a little more work to it. I do think so, but we'll see. How's it likely to be staged? Well, I would love to see this staged. I have to be honest with you. I would love to see this staged, um, similar to what we've seen here at Stade de France. And by that, what I mean is, kind of, you could have her aloft, among like that Alp-looking background that we've seen on the stage. Um, Graphics that we've seen already, a loft, um, some kind of drummers drumming in the background. Think of France 2015. Do you know, when they had that projection um, onto the back screen with all the drummers? They could do that for the WAN and they wouldn't be breaking any rules. But I think a key change would be good. Um, and I think staging wise, keep it not so simple is what I would say. Make it big, um, and yeah, that's what I think. So yeah, it's hard to say how it's going to do at the Eurovision Song Contest. A lot of people put a lot of expectation on France, including me. I have to be said. Um, I think also that. Um, it's going to be jury friendly. I think it's going to be very, very jury friendly. But I've seen someone else saying on here, and I can agree with them. I think Switzerland is prettier in many ways, but there's something rousing about this French song, as there often is. What Louane has going for her, which was the same as Slimane, is that she can sing live, and that is so important. So that will go for her. The only question is, will the televoting public go for that big, massive power ballad, rousing power ballad amongst some other very strong ballads as well? It's hard to say. It's hard to say, but given the right draw, you never know. But I think it's a really solid song from France, and for me, certainly the best of the big five. That goes without saying for me. Um, so, with all that said and done, it is now time for Podrick's rating. So, my rating out of 10, based on this very first listen with you lovely people as well, my rating out of 10 for Louane and for France, I'm going to say, I have to say 7.5, and I'm reserving judgment because they did say that what you'll see on here might be a little disappointing. They're managing our expectations because I think the staging will be much grander, if that can even surpass what we've just seen. But I do think the staging would be much tighter and better for this live performance. But at the moment, 7.5. I don't know if I love it. I'm liking it, but I'm not loving it if I'm being honest. But that's what I think. What do you think? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Yeah, let me know your thoughts and look forward as always to reading them. And of course, thank you for watching. As always, this is Podrick. It's over now. Bye bye. That's just for the the video of the reaction. But that being said, now thank you so much for joining. There's 35 people here on YouTube. There's a good few people here on TikTok as well. Ah, thank you. Love you, Podrick. Hey, love you too. Let me see. There's lots of comments coming through here on TikTok that I didn't get a chance to read. Let's have a look. If you're watching us on YouTube, let me know your thoughts as well. On France, do we have a winner? Do you know what? It's very open. It's very open, isn't it? This year, I can't. I don't really know who it can be. I think for me, the most impactful song the first time I heard it would. There's a few. There is 4 songs for me that have had most impact. Hello, Adam. Welcome, welcome. Good evening, everyone, as well. There are 4 songs for me that have had the most impact, immediate impact. And I would say, well, 5 now that you've mentioned it, Michael Elliott. Okay, so the first one is Finland. Instant impact for me, both on the video and live. The second one is Azerbaijan. I don't know how that's going to be live, but certainly most impact was Azerbaijan. The third would probably be Austria, so it would. And the fourth would be Ukraine, actually. And then the fifth one would be the Netherlands. So those are the 5 songs that have had the most impact for me as watching them for the first time. Adam Gamer says, I would love France to win and host in 2026. I would love that too. Can I just say, I would love that too. I don't think Sweden can be counted out there. It's very strong. I quite like Sweden. You know, I do quite like Sweden, but I don't know if it deserves to win. Genuinely mean that. I don't love it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I think that's because I've listened to it a lot, and it's one of those songs. Again, the first time I heard it, I thought I quite like this, but yeah. To be honest, my winner is Austria, says Ra Pete. I'm slightly disappointed in the French song. It didn't live up to the hype. Yeah, yeah, I get what you mean. Welcome, one, welcome all. This is Eurovision 365. I am Podrick, and you on TikTok, on YouTube. If you're Eurovision fans, which you have to be, why else would you be here? You're very, very welcome indeed. I think France had enough with spending money in the Olympics, so I don't think they will win. Can Austria win following Switzerland? I'm unsure. Well, they're not. I don't think the code and the Austrian song are that similar. I don't think. There was 10 better songs in Sweden, and Austria is a good tune. Austria is a good tune. Austria is a good tune. But we have our 37. We have our 37 songs now. We have the class of 2025 is confirmed at last. There are a few late people to the class, a few that deserve a bit of detention or extra homework, i.e., Cyprus, Georgia, and France. But what about Louane's song? I do like it. I do like it. I don't love it, unfortunately. But you know what? It's such a big thing to perform live to that is a magnitude of people. Do you think the revamp for the Spain song made it better? No, I think it made it worse, if I'm being honest. Loved La Pluie Louane, but not this one. Yeah. Louane's a big star, though, in France. Strange France First last year and last this year. Good PR. I think it was great PR. It is nice, says Magnolia. She has a great voice, but well, it's nice. That's it. Sorry. Yeah, it's nice. That's kind of what I was saying as well, Magnolia. I was saying I like it, but I didn't love it. It didn't have that instant appeal. For some reason, this is Spain, the revamp made it more outdated. I have to agree. I have to agree with that. I think it's done it no favors. If you're watching on YouTube and aren't already subscribed, it'd be awesome if you could subscribe to the channel. Um, Also here on TikTok, if you're not following, it'd be great if you're able to follow as well. That'll be awesome. Do you rate Estonia at all? Asks J.R. Deman, who also goes on to say it's a bit overrated. Um, well, I do rate it. I rate it 1 or 2 out of 10. If I'm being honest, I don't. I give it about 3. I think I give it 3 in my initial reaction. Um, I don't like it. What do you think about the song for Georgia? The song for Georgia is okay. It's kind of, it goes so far, then it comes back. It goes so far, then it comes back. Goes so far, then it comes back. And for me, it doesn't really go anywhere. It's kind of like a car going around a roundabout. I think it's like, well, we take this exit, dear. No, we'll not. We'll continue on. Well, what about this exit, dear? No, we'll continue on. And so you're there 4 hours later, going round and round and round. I like the milkshake man, says Anne McGee. Yeah, I I liked it on first listen as well. But I don't love it. I don't love it. It's one of those years, isn't it? It's This year is totally for me like 2011 all over again, whereby I don't think there's any winner apparent. I don't think there's anything that's shouting win, win, win. Um, but that's the time when a kind of a song that we're not really talking about can kind of slip through and then win, of course, a bit like Azerbaijan did in 2011, because that wasn't really the favorite at all. I think Sweden not favourite that year. Oh, hello. Maybe Azerbaijan's going to win again. Might be happy enough for that because it's a great song. Montenegro have a better song than Serbia. Okay, okay. I prefer probably Serbia to Montenegro this year. Um, there's a lot of countries going for the big televote scores this year. Austria will probably win the jury vote. Well, I think France could win the jury vote. So I do. But it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Um, it's very, very, yeah. It's, oops, sorry. Come on here. French song is about the mother who died and like stopping the time. Oh, okay. Etienne, thank you so much for that. Um, I don't know if you heard me earlier on saying, but I don't understand French. But you know what? See the Swiss song. That being said, the Switzerland song, um, Voyage. I absolutely adore that song. Um, it was the first time obviously I heard it when I reacted to it, and I was so emotional watching it. Honestly, I was so emotional, and even though I don't understand French, um, which is I should learn the language, shouldn't I? But I'm learning Swedish for what it's worth. But anyway, um, when it came to the Swiss song, I just felt it. It touched something in here, and maybe that was the video, but I think it's just so beautiful. Um, yeah, Adam, that was something that we've been saying here as well. Adam Gamer here on YouTube says, interesting. France was the first country to reveal song last year, and the last one this year. I know. Okay, so I'm going to do a little poll here. I'm going to do a poll if I can. Can I do it? No, can't. Okay. So basically, the poll is, can I do it? No. The poll is, you can just say yes or no here on YouTube, and I'll do a poll here on TikTok. Let me do that. The poll is, should we go live every Saturday around about the time we started, around 8:15 GMT, every Saturday from now up until Eurovision? And once it comes to Eurovision, there'll be a program that we will share with you, or we will be going live at dedicated times throughout each day. But between now and the Eurovision, should we go live? So let me know. So it's smiley, laughy face for yes, and blue face for no. Okay, very hard. Yes. Okay. I think it'd be a good idea. You know. Yeah, just because it is that time of year, we now know the 37 songs. We have a little more time as well because there's a lot of reactions to make, a lot of content, which we obviously love doing. Thanks for following. We obviously love making that content, but you know what? It's really, thanks for following, and you know what? It's we have a little more time, and I want to spend that time with you, lovely, lovely. Um, People who follow us here on YouTube and on TikTok. And I think it'd just be worthwhile doing that because um, it's that time of the year, isn't it? It's that time of the year. And especially if we know yeah, we've got the majority says yes on TikTok anyway. Um, yeah, okay. Hmm. So now that we've had 15 or so minutes since we've heard the French song, what are your thoughts now? Now that you've had a little bit more time to digest it, to process it, what are your feelings? Will Armenia qualify given Israel, Georgia, Greece, and France in the same semi? I There's no world for me, unfortunately, because I really like Armenia at Eurovision, but there's no circumstance for me, at least, where Armenia can qualify this year. Um, in my opinion, Belgium and Cyprus is kind of similar. Yeah, I can see why you would say that. Um, yeah, Belgium for me is a bit noisy. I think I would probably prefer Cyprus over Belgium. I don't know if that's because Cyprus is newer. We only found that out a couple of days ago. Well, that's the reason. That could be the reason. It's both kind of electro. Yeah, both kind of electro. So that could be the reason. And obviously, that's only recent where that was revealed. But that could be the reason that we like it here. Louane, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. I think you're from Brazil. You're very welcome here. How are you feeling about this potential of a South American Song Contest, Tatiana? France is qualified, yeah. France, oh yeah, that's true. France is one of the big five. Belgium is superior, says Orgar, to Cyprus, but Sergio is doing the staging for Cyprus, so who knows? Yeah, there's a lot of people involved in Cyprus this year, isn't there? And again, a bit like our friends in France and Georgia, they left it to the bitter end to reveal their song. So there's a little bit of a PR going on there. Um, yeah, again, I didn't love Cyprus the first time I heard it. Anne says, I'm underwhelmed by France. I'm still in the sauna though. Like the Jedward boys from Iceland. Yeah. Cyprus song is good, but I wonder if he sounds good live. Well, we'll find out soon. I think I seen actually um I seen actually that I seen a clip of um Theo performing that song live, and he was decent. Hello, Clement. Welcome, welcome, welcome here to the YouTube channel. If you're able to subscribe to the channel while you're here, why not? That'd be absolutely fantastic. Who says about the French song? It's vocally technical enough. 2 seconds. It's vocally technical enough to do well with the jury, and the chorus is easy enough to catch so that the public can remember it after first listening. Orgyard, do you think Ireland would be good on the big stage or more of the same? Probably more of the same. But whenever I chatted to Emmy just prior to the Irish national final, she said to me, and check that interview out. It's very short, but it's on the YouTube channel. She did say to me that she was hoping for like a kind of an astronaut like staging, which would, I suppose, tie in with the blend in with the what do you call it, the lyrics. It does seem to be a lot of French love here on the YouTube channel, which is really cool. We have a winner, Austria. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. What song was the best in your opinion at Melody Festival? And for me, performance wise and vocally, it has to be Mon Sermolo. I know people are going to say it was like a carbon copy of Heroes, and whilst I agree with that, the staging was impeccable. Was out shopping and Sweden was playing on the radio. That's a pretty big deal, on, isn't it? Especially if foreign language as well. I think if Ireland did a Dance Dance Revolution take on staging, it would be a moment. I agree. I agree. Um, must remember that if I see her, I must say that. Yeah, I agree, but I feel like Sweden is usually always safe, and I'm happy they risked it. Yeah, do you know what? I kind of agree with that too. To be fair, Pete, I do agree with that. To be fair, because of course, it did seem like SBT had potentially um, sort of put everything, pretty much everything into Mons's performance. So it was good to see that something that wouldn't typically represent the nation be chosen. However, I have to ask the question, and I have to ask this question, and I've asked it already now before. Had Kai been in UMK in Finland and Erika Wickman was in UMK Finland, do you think Kai would have won? I hope Netherlands does it better this year. I think Netherlands is a great song. You see, I love it. Yeah, Netherlands is one of my favorite songs actually, and I feel like Clara got robbed. Clara didn't sing great. It's, to be honest, it's a 50-50 for me if that happened. Good, we are in agreement. Yes, good that we are in agreement indeed. Welcome if you just joined. This is Eurovision 365. I am Podrick, and you on YouTube and you on TikTok. If you're a Eurovision fan, no matter, and I mean this, no matter where in the world you're from, you are very welcome here. That's like picking your favorite child, says on. Well, you have to. Which is your favorite child? Is it Erika Wickman or is it Kai? What do we think about France now that we've had more time to to digest it? We've got half an hour since we've heard that song for the first time. I still think it's a decent song. I don't remember it though. It's not stuck on my head. That's interesting, isn't it? I don't. It's not in here. Maybe I know a couple of listens. It will be. Um, Clara was kind of stressed in the final, but she tried going to Eurovision multiple times. I feel bad. Um, hopefully, she'll come back again. Are you going to play some songs tonight? I am not tonight, but I'll be back again potentially tomorrow night. And I will then, easy. Bonjour, Paddy. Welcome, Keen. Lafford Magic. Go check that channel out. Just back from work. What's the French entry like? Um, France is my joint first favorite country at the contest. Do you know what? I'm gonna let you watch it yourself, Keen, to see what you think. Um, for me, it's decent, but honestly, Keen, I was just saying there before you came in, I can't remember it now. When will Ireland come up with another Johnny Logan? Well, I don't think that's likely in the near horizon, Michael. What do you think? It's surprising how Kai's odds to win changed so quickly. I'm so surprised even that Sweden's still favourites, like and extending their lead. Is Austria second favourite now? Let's see. I should just check, shouldn't I? Let's see. Eurovision 2025 betting odds. And yes, I do sometimes talk what out loud what I'm typing. So Sweden is France have gone down in the betting odds. Um, Sweden is one, Austria is two, Israel is three, France is four, and Netherlands is five, whilst Finland is sixth. In 10th is Albania. What? Okay. Ninth, Ukraine. Eighth, Belgium. Seventh, Estonia. I don't think the top 10 will be anything like that. I don't know. I don't. I just get a feeling it won't be. Uh, I just get that feeling. But Albania in 10th is. It's like, what? Well, it will have to be another year, Michael. It certainly will, says Pat. Uh, loved watching, let's see, Orgard. And Michael, in response to your question, really, on TikTok here, when will Ireland come up with another Johnny Logan? Orgard here on TikTok says, I wouldn't be surprised if Bambi came back in the near future. Anne says, loved watching Melfast and seeing families in the audience. You know what, Anne? Now having attended Melfast, it is such a family occasion. And we went to the afternoon rehearsal on this Saturday, just prior to the final. So like 4 hours before the final. And it was, I mean, full. I mean, it was capacity, full capacity. And there was just families everywhere. The same with the actual final itself. It's a glorious thing, wholesome, fun, and Melody Festival is, I would say, probably a bigger event in Sweden than the Eurovision. It's a big deal. It's such a big deal. There was like 50,000 people in that arena, and there weren't too many empty seats that I could see. I love Albania's song, says Ioana. Hope I've said that right. Hope I've said your name right. I just listened to Claude again. So simple and beautiful. Connie, I love the Dutch song. It's a brilliant song this year. I love Claude as well. He's got loads of energy. He's loads of fun, seemingly, and he's got a good singing voice. So yeah, go out to TikTok. Hey. Oh, Keen's over here on YouTube now. I would say, Keen, thank you. I'm so glad. With my name, Iona, my name is Podrick, and it's spelled Padric. So I am super aware, I suppose, of am I saying the right name? Whenever I go to um, say names of composers and lyricists, I'm like acutely aware. I'm probably not saying them right, but anyway, God loves a trier, and I am certainly not. Keen, I think you probably have to really watch it yourself to judge it. I would say it's a grower maybe. Like San Remo for Italians, yes, on in terms of Melody Festival, yes, absolutely. What do you say to the German song? What do I say to it? Um, I would say to the German song, when is it going to end? It's not for me. It's not for me, unfortunately. We in Germany say last place again. Yeah, do you know what we were talking about? We've been talking about this, and It did feel that Germany was a bit of a clickbait national final because it was like, we are bringing Stefan Raab back again. And you know what? It's going to be a great, great big occasion. We are wanting to win. We are in it to win it. And then we have the results. And unfortunately, I think they're nice individuals. This is not about the individuals, by the way. It's about the song. Let me stress that. Um, but the song isn't great. Which one is your favorite? My favorite is still Finland, Eoana. Um, I would then say my other favorites would be Azerbaijan, which is not doing very well. A lot of people. Excuse me. I also really like Austria, Netherlands, Ukraine. I like the Israeli song as well. Um, Greece isn't really getting mentioned much, but that could do really well. But for me, I would say Finland's still my favorite. Do you like Maman of Louane? Lauren, you're very welcome. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I love the Netherlands. Oh, Switzerland. How did I forget? I love Switzerland as well. Yeah. So those would be my favorites. What about you, Aoana? As you kindly asked for mine, what are yours? The UK song is a bit of a mess. Yes, it is. I agree. Sweden, Austria, Netherlands are my favorites at the moment in no particular order in my top three. I love Switzerland. So emotive. But it was emotive for me, very much so. My top three: Albania, Finland, and Sweden. Serbian national final was so disappointing. Rob Petty, I agree. I've seen better Serbian national finals, particularly last year and the year before, to be fair. I am Greek, so I love her song, and Austria is my favorite. Um, Iona Marina Sati was my favorite last year. I loved her. She wasn't my favorite going to the contest, but as soon as I got there, it became my favorite. What songs do you think are dead on arrival? I would say Montenegro is dead on arrival. Germany, um, Denmark. I hate to say this, but probably Lithuania as well. Unfortunately, um, Spain, United Kingdom. Yeah. What about you? So yes, I was loving Marina Sati last year. Absolutely love that song. This year I do like it as well. I like the kind of, I suppose you would say, the patriotic feel to it. Last year Italy was one of my favorites. It was better at San Remo, I think. Keane says, I think given the circumstances in Serbia at the moment, we weren't going to get anything better. On says, a lot of songs this year have thrown the kitchen sink in and it's not working, I know. Orgard says, Lithuania have the UK, Ireland, and Latvia voting, so I think there's a path to qualifying. My poor Slovenia is dead on arrival. I love Slovenia. I think that's very underrated. Last year's song was so different. Yeah, I loved it. Your song last year, Ioana. I did. I definitely did. I think Slovenia could surprise. I have mentioned it, Michael. We were I'm speaking about earlier on. You haven't mentioned the Irish entry. In my opinion, it's okay. I think Ireland's going to qualify with ease this year. I do think that a semi-final two is very hard to predict, but I do predict that Ireland will qualify and actually I think could sneak into the top 10. I do think that because it's one of those songs. It's quite innocent. It's quite it's quite innocent lyrically it's a bit poignant, but obviously you have that kind of happy, chirpy beat to it. And I think Emmy is very engaging as well. Um, and I think I think Ireland's going to do really well this year. Slovenia got a big downgrade this year compared to last year. Yeah, I think this year is better than last year. I do love Italy should do well. I love the video on um I love the video of that Italian song. I watched it and I just smiled. So I did. Michael, what you think it's okay? Have you any more favorites? Tell me your top three right now before we end this broadcast. What's your top three currently? Now let me know all 37 songs in no particular order. Tell me what it is. In the community, earned is not a favorite. Well, do you know what? It's up to the people who vote. I think if Clement creates a special performance with possibly his wife, he will be in the final. Serbian and Slovenian music video is coming soon. Yes, I say not. So that'll be good. That'll be very good. Sweden, Austria, Azerbaijan. That's your top. That's your three in no particular order. My three would be well, Orngard. Let's hear yours first. I'm thinking Netherlands, Austria, and Sweden, with Finland in fourth. Keen says Sweden, Austria, Netherlands. His top three. My top three would have to be Finland, Azerbaijan, Switzerland. Mhm. Interesting. Interesting. It's great. That's what I love about the Eurovision because there's so many different tastes, so many different favorites. JR, Switzerland, Austria, Albania. Okay, interesting. Albania is 10th in the betting odds, which surprises me greatly. Don't think that will happen. I don't think it will happen. But you never can tell. But you know what? I'm going to end the broadcast now. We're going to share our program soon, particularly on TikTok, but also on YouTube as well. Going to go live each Saturday. I think the vote has been let's go live each Saturday. And there'll be a program for the Eurovision fortnight. There'll be dedicated times each day. Where we'll be going live regardless. But we will. I'll probably be going sporadically during the week on TikTok. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, Eurovision 365, and of course on YouTube, Eurovision 365, subscribe, like, follow. That'd be absolutely fantastic. But people, I'm going to go just now. I'm going to say thank you so much for joining me. It's been great to see the French song. We have our 37 songs now. But yeah, that's it. That's it. And yeah, I'm going to say thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, everybody. My name is Podrick, and it's over and out. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.